Hello and welcome back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. A second video of today, Tuesday the 18th of June 2024. First video was a scouting analysis video for Bojan Mijovski, the Aberdeen striker, said to be possibly on Celtic's wish list, given the fact that the Adam Ida deal seems to have stalled and being delayed by Norwich currently. So do look up the Bojan Mijovski video if you get a chance today, or over the next few days, weeks, etc. This second video of Tuesday is going to be a wee roundup of transfer stories in and out of Celtic. Some players that we thought were leaving and the deal was about to go through that seemed to have hit snags, and similarly a deal that we thought was about to bring a player into Celtic at the start of this week that also seems to have hit a snag, and there are also some rumours of centre-backs coming and going at Celtic, and also one player, Benjamin Siegrist, appears to have confirmed that he will be leaving Celtic over the course of the summer, one way or another, most likely as a free transfer to Europe. So before we crack on with the video, do please consider clicking the like button if you like the video, subscribe if you're yet to subscribe to the channel and you do enjoy these videos and the channel itself with additional features. And there is the option of the comment section if you want to add comments regarding this video or general Celtic issues to start a wee discussion and debate amongst like-minded Celtic fans. And there is the option to join the channel, completely optional, nothing obligatory, nothing changes about the channel, but there are one or two wee perks for joining the channel, which as the membership builds up will increase with time. So, cracking on with the video itself, I thought, given the rumours and stories last week, that at the start of this week we would be announcing that Paulo Bernardo was now a permanent Celtic player and that Hyeon Gyu Oh, our South Korean centre-forward, had left us to go join Genk in Belgium. However, updated stories coming out of the Belgian sports newspapers is that the deal to take O to Genk is still under negotiations. It was thought that the player had agreed contract details, etc., and that a €5 million transfer fee, around £4.2 million, was agreed between the two clubs. However, the news stories coming out of the Belgian press are that the negotiations, the deal, have hit a stumbling block, not clear if it's Celtic backing out in the deal, Genk banking out on the deal, or wanting a different contract or bonuses, etc., or whether it's just ironing out the fine details of sell-on fees or instalments, etc. Now, looking at a similar story, which is the Paulo Bernardo transfer to Celtic, it was thought that there was a €6 million purchase clause to his contract with Celtic when he was here on loan last season. However, it would appear that Benfica and Celtic have agreed a fee in the region of £3.5 to £4 million. And previous stories were that Paulo Bernardo was very keen to leave Benfica and move to Celtic permanently. And the stories also were that the Benfica manager had said that Paulo Bernardo wasn't going to be part of his first team plans for the next season or two, and so was allowing Bernardo to leave the club. Now, coming out of a Portuguese sports tabloid paper yesterday, a thing called The Record, it said that there was a hold-up over Paulo Bernardo's Celtic salary, and that Celtic were unwilling to match his Benfica salary. Portuguese record newspaper, has been in existence for 75 years and did previously have a strong reputation in sports journalism in Portugal, although over the last decade or so it seems to have hit hard times, and its circulation and sales, etc., have decreased quite rapidly. Uncertain how to interpret the story, as the actual article is in Portuguese and the translator um, version only gives the first couple of paragraphs, and so unable really to read the whole story. Now, doing a wee bit of research online, it says that according to financial figures released by Celtic, Paulo Bernardo was getting 5,800 per week as his Celtic salary for the 23-24 season, and looking at similar figures from Benfica for the 22-23 season, his salary there was €4,000, something like £3,400 per week. And so it's extremely surprising if his contract with Benfica for 24-25 was going to be a massive upgrade on £5,800 a week. And so I do wonder whether this is just a story created by the Portuguese record newspaper to sell more copies, or whether there is some truth to the story. Having a look through various different Celtic fan sites, vloggers and bloggers, there does seem to be quite a lot of scepticism of the truth of the news story, although not surprisingly the Scottish Daily Record newspaper seems to be believing the Portuguese Record newspaper story, hook, line and sinker. I for one would like to see Paulo Bernardo coming. I think wages are around £5,000 to £10,000 a week, entirely reasonable, and so we'll see over the next day or two whether that story changes or whether it's just behind the scenes negotiations between Bernardo, Celtic, Benfica and Bernardo's agent. Now, a couple of rather unsettling news stories out there regarding there being a lot of interest in Cameron Carter-Vickers. Primarily West Ham seem to be at the head of the queue, with Fulham and Ipswich close behind, all looking to take Carter-Vickers to the English Premier League. I personally don't really believe the story, as Carter-Vickers only last season signed a 5-year contract with Celtic. According to financial figures, he's Celtic's second highest paid player, behind Callum McGregor. And I can't see Carter-Vickers signing a 5-year contract at something like £30,000 per week plus last summer, autumn, and now being on his way out of the club. And so I'm very much taking that story with a pinch of salt. Contrastingly, Gustav Lagerbielke is quoted as being on the final two for a transfer to Lecce in the Serie A. Lagerbielke nearly got transferred to Lecce in the winter window. Brendan Rodgers put a last-minute stop, apparently almost just as Lagerbielke was getting in a car to go to Glasgow Airport to fly off to Italy. Lecce appear to have come down to a final two between Gustav Lagerbielke and a young Portuguese centre-back, and they are expected to make a decision this week on which of those two they're going to go for. And so it could well be by the end of the week Gustav Lagerbielke is on his way out of Celtic, off to Serie A. There are a number of other Serie A teams also thought to be closely interested in signing Lagerbielke if the Lecce deal falls through. Interestingly, Lagerbielke shares the same agent as Carl Starfelt, who of course left Celtic last summer to go to Celta Vigo in La Liga. Starfelt had a great start to the La Liga campaign. However, there was a change of manager, and Starfelt dropped down the pecking order to sub, and often at the end of last season was not even put on the bench by Celtic Vigo, and he is said to be unhappy at Celtic Vigo. And Brendan Rodgers supposedly has made some inquiries via Celtic Vigo and Starfelt's agent as to whether Starfelt would be keen to come back to Celtic to renew his partnership with Cameron Carter-Vickers. And as I was reading yesterday, apparently Carter-Vickers and Starfelt as a partnership never ever lost a Scottish Premiership match when they were the starting two for Celtic. As I said a wee bit earlier on, Benjamin Siegrist has been in communication with quite a number of Swiss and German newspapers over the last day or so. He has made it quite clear that he is going to be leaving Celtic one way or another this summer, most likely on a free transfer. He is apparently soon to be married to an Australian social media podcaster. However, Siegrist has made it quite clear that he's looking for a free transfer to a European club. However, in the long term, they are planning to emigrate to Australia and settle down there. So we expect over the next week or two, we'll see Benjamin Siegrist leaving off to pastures new and restarting his career elsewhere in Europe. So that finishes things off for today. Obviously, if there's any further updates on definite news for Oh's transfer to Genk and Paulo Bernardo's transfer into us from Benfica, or if there are any other concrete transfer news or rumours, I'll do another video tomorrow to explore those and give you my own point of view. So for today, thanks for watching. Do think about clicking those subscribe, like and comment buttons, and hail, hail!